The Minister of Women Affairs, Iman Suleiman Ibrahim, has vowed to protect the rights of women and girls in Nigeria against all forms of violence, fear and discrimination. Speaking at a press conference to kickstart the 2024 16 Days of Activism against gender-based violence this Monday in Abuja, the minister stressed the need for collective actions in ensuring that women and girls enjoy a society free from discrimination and prejudice. Clavis Gloria Atta was there and now tells us more.
Violence against women and girls remains the most devastating human rights violation around the world. Reports have shown that more than 1 in 3 women experience gender-based violence during their lifetime, a statistic that is rather worrisome. Already heightened by the COVID-19 pandemic, its prevalence in Nigeria is now being further increased by the worsening insecurity ravaging different parts of the country, the devastating floods in many states of the Federation, economic instability, climate change and global conflicts. According to a 2021 report by the National Human Rights Commission, no fewer than 158,517 complaints of sexual and gender-based violence against women and girls were received in 2021 alone. The 16 Days of Activism against Gender-Based Violence is an annual campaign scheduled to commence from 25th November, the International Day for the Elimination of Violence Against Women, and run through the International Human Rights Day on 10th December, and is expected to provide an opportunity to galvanize action across the world on ending all forms of violence against women and the girl child. To flag off activities for this year's celebration, the Federal Ministry of Women Affairs brought together relevant stakeholders to draw support and action plans geared towards the protection of women and girls in the country.
Let me assure you that under my watch, the Federal Ministry of Women Affairs remains committed to upholding its coordinating role to ensure that the issues are properly synergized, documented for appropriate policy action, implementation and monitoring to ensure that progress is being achieved. We must remain steadfast in our pursuit of a Nigeria where every woman and girl lives free from violence, fear, and discrimination. It is necessary. It's a necessity for our shared and collective prosperity.
As we embark on the 16 days of activism, I urge us all to move beyond the rhetorics. We must amplify our voices and deepen our resolve to address the root causes of gender-based violence. Every law we enact, every program we implement, and every survivor that we empower brings us closer to a Nigeria where women and girls can live free from fear and violence.
In her remarks, UN Country Representative Beatrice Eyong and other speakers said the theme for this year's campaign provides an opportunity for Nigeria to reflect on its journey since the adoption of the 1995 Beijing Declaration and serve as a platform for actions aimed at eliminating all forms of discrimination against women, as well as chart a new course for promoting gender equality and women empowerment.
So if gender-based violence is not targeted, is not handled, is not reduced, I tell you, we will never come out of poverty. So gender-based violence is not just a human rights issue. It's an economic issue. It's also a life issue. It's for all of us.
This year, we are calling on people everywhere to stop violence in our homes, in our schools, in our communities, and on digital social environments. We call on all stakeholders to join our efforts and the effort of the Honorable Minister to, in her tireless role of modeling and promoting human rights and creating an environment where women can reach their full potential.
As we mark the 16 days of activism, we are reminded of the progress we have made so far, but also of the work that still needs to be done. We must continue to push for policies and laws that protect women and girls from violence. And we must work to change the social norms and attitudes that perpetuates this violence.
We are committed to supporting the government of Nigeria through women's economic empowerment. We're committed to supporting through gender-based violence, which we've actually put across our portfolio. So the World Bank today has a portfolio of nearly $17 billion. And gender-based violence prevention and response is a key component across all of that portfolio. But beyond that, we are investing heavily in women's economic empowerment, and so we have a $540 million operation through which we hope to support and continue to support the ambition of government of Nigeria.
For us, on this side of the divide, non-state actors, we want to pledge that we'll continue to support all it takes to ensure that not just the victims are given a voice, but the perpetrators themselves are shown the justice that they deserve.
The event had as its theme, Unite Campaign towards Beijing to prevent violence against women and girls. Gloria Atta, reporting for Clearview News.